Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hard.
Let him know. Check 90 now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Watch the out.
Go out. Hey, lock it.
Alert 3.
Looking to throw it. Minshew on the screen. This is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight end right.
Leo. Even.
Shoot.
Hey. High 7. Rock it.
Check.
Look. Squeeze.
Crunch.
Snap.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set up. 30 pace. Let's go. 17. Watch QB draw. Ready.
On 1st down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mike. Ready, go. 59. Watch the run. Mike's 5'9".
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ten Lobo. Exit. 17, Mike 17. Set go. Mike 17. Ready, go.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Coleman now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check three.
22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
49.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. Watch the pass. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Got you.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert flare. 36.
Get it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Switch.
Hey, check right. Watching the ball.
Hey, Sam off.
Here's Coleman. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
25, check 25.
80 weapon.
Undercut.
Hard. Hit it.
On second down, it's Coleman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Gone. 50, plant.
We're pretty quiet.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Jim. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, Charlie. Please,
They'll run on first down. It's Sullivan, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Greystone, travel. Go out.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
You're not ready.
Now!
57 to mine.
Now!
From the 29, Minshew. That one complete to Hill. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as... It's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
17,
On first down, Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
Swing. Yes. High 7, let's go.
On second down now, Swift He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Sterling. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check your hot read. 22 check bomber. 22 check bomber. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker, 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 Joker. Head up.
They'll try to left side. Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
double. Look, squeeze. Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go. Mike 17. Mike 17. Hey, watch the ball.
That's 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
Set up. 30 base. Let's go. Two times. 40. Check. Yep, motion. Mike 17. Run now.
On first down, Swift. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Come on, up, come on, up.
Go. Smooth. Hustle, hit it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sullivan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Let's
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Kill.
Hey, rock it.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave them with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Bravo.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now.
So third and long. Here's Minshew. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 14-yard line.
Red. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's go. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Man out, man out, man out. Ready. Mike 17. Mike 17. Go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Look at me. Door.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Yes.
Motion to the backfield. 50.
Ready.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Mike 17. Get the ball. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Me and you all day. All right, go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. My 5. Let's go. Pick it up, D.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Slam. Mike 17. Go. Mike 17.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
And what's the ball?
Mike 17. Go.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the ready.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, Sam off.
Kill. Under 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Sullivan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sullivan. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On third down, Sullivan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
A 40-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Like 5. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
My 5. 2, fellas, let's go. My 5. Line up. Check tight end. Check tight.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Leo! Hey, Orbit! General West!
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Let's get it.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Run to the ball.